We'll get it to you. Hey, this is Mark Schultz, and we are here at the Aerospace and Defense Supplier Summit again. And we're at an after-hours event put on by the Italian delegation. And they are having a networking event, and we wanted to allow you to be able to hear the keynote speech. And so we're going to join that keynote speech currently in process. Thanks for joining.
We are in doing this kind of event, meeting people, shaking hands, and share some food, which is extremely important for us being in time for. We, the trade agency, we launched this campaign this year. There's a lot of space in Italy. You have seen this video going over and over in the last few minutes. What we are trying to do is to make people understand that Italy is not just food and wine and fast car, but we actually have a lot of technology for the aviation and the space industry. And this is what we're here about. We're here to talk about technology, about innovation, and so on. I would like to start thanking our partners for tonight. So I would like to thank you, the Greater Seattle Partnership, Josh Davis here, the Washington State with Economic Development, Choose Washington, and the Italian Council in San Francisco. They are here tonight to support this initiative. Before I pass the microphone to them, I would like also to thank the show management, BCI, for their support, and of course all of you for being here, because this would never happen without an audience. So thank you so much, but I don't want to take too much of your time. I would like to pass the microphone to the Deputy Italian Consul General of San Francisco, Fabio Ballerini.
Thank you, Salvatore. Well, as you said, it's great to see a lot of people in person after some months of Zooms and VTCs. I think you are all very happy about it, and of course, we are all very happy to enjoy some food and wine together. It's my first time here at this fair, so I'm very pleased to be here. Honored to be among many Italian entrepreneurs, and I wish to thank Salvatore and his team for the wonderful effort they made in creating a bellissimo pavilion, probably the most beautiful, I would say. We are Italian, so we cannot settle for anything less than bellissimo. So, that was a very good work. So thank you very much, and to your team and to everyone who worked on that. I don't want to take actually a lot of your time, just to say that Seattle is in the jurisdiction of the Consulate General of Italy in San Francisco. So if you decide, and I think you will, because we will have some great presentations in some minutes, to invest in Washington State and in Seattle and to send Italian employees here, be aware that there is a consulate. It's not too close, it's not too far. We are in San Francisco, it's 1.5 hours of flight, so we can do that. We can be here, as you can see, and we are really ready to help with whatever you need, of course. Investing and sending people abroad can be sometimes tricky, and having a consulate and an institution behind you can be very important. I just only want to mention very briefly, if you allow me, Salvatore, since I'm here at the Consul General of Italy in San Francisco, Sergio Strozzi wishes to extend his regards to all of you. And just to mention that Italy has just launched an Italian innovation hub in San Francisco. No, we are far, it's not in Seattle, we are close to the Silicon Valley. There were some discussions about doing that here in Seattle or in San Francisco. In the end, San Francisco prevailed. So if you are ever interested in having also a foothold in San Francisco, be aware that there is quite a big space actually, which can host events, meetings, and if you need also temporary offices for your needs. Again, thank you, Salvatore, and I will then give the floor to Josh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank my good friend Salvatore moved from out of state. Salvatore and I go way back, so good to see him in Seattle, and good to see all of Italy in Seattle. I think this is going to be an amazing show for all of you. And you know, I'm with the Greater Seattle Partners. I'm Vice President of Global Trade and Investment, and our mission is to attract foreign direct investment from all around the world to the Greater Seattle region. If there are any companies here that have any interest in investing in the Seattle region, let me tell you, Greater Seattle Partners wants to have a conversation with you, and we could roll out the red carpet and give you that personal one-on-one touch to make the case for why Seattle. Some of those on our board include Amazon, Boeing, Microsoft, the usual suspects, right? And really here to just say, I'm going to be going around the room. If there's any companies here that are looking at the region seriously, we can definitely make something magic happen for you. So, you know, with that, you don't keep Italians away from food or drink or good conversation. So I'm going to keep this very short and pass it on to Rodney Simonova with the state of Washington. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. I would also want to thank our partner, the Italian Trade Agency and the Council. Thank you so much for including us in this reception. I represent Washington State Department of Commerce. We are the leading economic development agency here in the state of Washington. Our role is to help companies who are interested in getting to know the state better. This is our first major event since the pandemic, and we're so excited to welcome so many of you here in Seattle. We love Italian wine, food, and fast cars, but we like technology companies even better. So welcome, and thank you for coming to Washington State to participate in this conference. I have a short presentation today. I would like to share with you some of the advantages of being in Washington State. Some of you may already be familiar with the state. I hope you'll find the information helpful. First, I wanted to start off with our remarkable growth. Over the past decade, you see on the graph to the right, on the map to the right, there are several states shaded in dark blue. These are the states that experienced continuous growth in the past decade, over 3% of GDP growth per year. We are now one of the 10 largest economies in the United States. Our annual economic output is more than $500 billion. And the population of Washington State is only 7.5 million. The state's economy is bigger than the 25 smallest US states combined. And we know that San Francisco is an attractive location, and we hope perhaps in the future an innovation center can be set up here in the state of Washington, in Seattle. I know many of you are here to meet with Washington State companies. We do have one of the largest aerospace clusters in the world. We are home to more than 1,300 companies here in the state of Washington. We rank third for density of aerospace manufacturers and suppliers. And many of them, as you can see on this map, are located in the Seattle region. There are also some that are located in eastern Washington, in Moses Lake or Spokane. I wanted to share with you the news of a new program that the state just launched, Innovation Cluster program. What is a cluster? An industry-led consortium that works together to drive growth and innovation. I know many of you are familiar with this concept, and you have many of those clusters in Europe. The truth is that we just started implementing this concept here in Washington State, and the state just seeded 9 cluster organizations to drive growth here in the state. And 3 of these 9 clusters are directly linked to aerospace and innovation. Many of these are coordinated by our industry organizations. You see to the right, the Clean Tech Alliance, for example, is focused on decarbonizing the built environment. The Washington Technology Industry Association is focused on quantum computing and driving innovation around blockchain. A little bit more about our policies and what sets us apart from other states. In the past years, Governor Inslee has introduced several bills that have helped put us at the forefront of states with focuses on sustainability. And here's how we're going to get to 100% clean economy. Through clean electricity by 2035, We are already in an excellent shape. Over 70% of our power is derived from hydro sources, from the rivers in Washington State. And we're increasing our reliance on renewable power, and we hope to be carbon-free by 2045. We also plan to have 100% clean new vehicles and 100% clean new buildings by 2030. And I have a couple of more slides, and I'll wrap up this presentation, and I'll let you get back to enjoying good company and good food. I wanted to say a few words about our tax environment here in Washington State. We don't have corporate income tax or personal income tax. Each state is able to set up its own corporate income tax level, and we are one of the few states that doesn't have corporate income tax. We also have no sales tax on equipment, inventory, interest, or dividends. This is a map that illustrates the different tax rates in the United States, and as you can see, every state is able to set up its own tax rate. There are several states shaded in gray. One of them is Washington State, and there are several of us that don't have corporate income tax rates, and that's one of the reasons why companies choose to set up presence here in Washington. And with that, I'll wrap up our presentation today. If you have any questions about finding sites in the state, research, locating strategic partners, regulatory permitting assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We have a booth at the show, and I know we have several meetings set up with several of you, and we look forward to learning more about you and how we can be helpful. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you everyone for the great presentation and for being a partner. I will wish everybody a very successful event. Please keep networking, keep enjoying the food and wine, and thank you for being here again. Enjoy.
We're actually still broadcasting live right now, and so I just wanted to put this microphone on you real quick. And I want to thank you for your presentation tonight. We have an audience right now watching us right now, and I wanted to just for you to tell them what is the purpose of this event tonight, and why are you doing this?
So the purpose of this event, first of all, thank you for being here, for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, always looking for a way to deliver our message. So I'm glad to have this opportunity. So as an ITA, what we're trying to do with the trade agency is to spread the message that Italy is a very strong country when you talk about manufacturing for the aviation industry and the space industry. So, and this message we crafted in what is our marketing campaign for this year. There is a lot of space in Italy. So, of course, we are more focused on the space industry with the message than the aviation. But space is a new economy, is growing, is booming. We want to be sure that companies in the United States or all around the world are looking for technology and for manufacturers that can build and deliver that kind of technology. They look at Italy as solution provider. We have the technology. We have done this for many years for the aviation, and now we can do it for the space sector.
Okay, so I have about 22,000 followers that watch this broadcast. Okay,
Fantastic.
In aviation aerospace, and so if you were to be able to tell them, what is the special reason why somebody should use Italian manufacturers, for space or for anything else? Can you tell them why they're different or what special capabilities they have and they should be considering for?
Of course. Italy is the industry has almost 500 companies, and the backbone of the industry are small, medium companies. What that means you have flexibility. You have companies that are able to customize the product without having to lose in terms of quality. So the fact that sometimes you have larger production and you work on standard, of course, for producing multiple pieces. This is something we still can do, but what makes us different is that you can come to us, and especially in the space economy, when you're not going to build 10,000 space stations in space, but you're going to have 1, 2, 3, let's see how many competitors are going to be. At that point, you need to have companies that are able to customize your product without compromise the quality, the reliability of the product. And this, I think, is extremely important in space, where you cannot run and change it based on the last minute, right? So you got to be sure whatever you put in space, stay there and last longer. So this.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a little bit of a follow-up question. You know that if I said come to the United States, because there's many suppliers there, nobody would have really any idea how to really connect and find the right people. Now, if you say there's many quality suppliers in Italy that should be considered for space programs or other aerospace programs, how should they go about connecting, finding out about the actual companies that are available and actually connect with them? What advice can you give people to actually do that?
We made it very simple. We create a website, and you can Google, there is a lot of space in Italy, or you can Google ITA Houston/Italian space. You will land on our landing page. There, we create 2 options for you if you're looking for a space manufacturer. One is a digital website catalog that you can quickly do a research based on the technology you're looking for, and it will pop up and you will have the full industry display for you on the web base. Otherwise, we have a PDF catalog. So with the Italian Trade Agency, in collaboration with the Space Agency, we were able to map the entire industry all around Italy and put on a PDF catalog. So you can go on our catalog, go on the beginning, just look by technology, and you will see which company does what. If it doesn't work, you can find your answer right there. Just send us an email. The email is so simple, houston@ice.it, and you will reach out my office. We will be more than welcome to connect you with the entire industry.
Okay, now it's the Italian Trade Agency, and let's make sure that people can clearly understand the website. What is the website that they should go to?
So the website is itahouston.com/Italian space.
Okay, so ITA Houston, like the city Houston?
The city of Houston.
ITAHouston.com?
Yes.
/Italian
space.
Italian space. Okay, I just want to make sure people understood that clearly. And that's the best place to go to be able to get information about opportunities.
And we are based in Houston. This is why it's ITA Houston.
Okay.
It's the Houston office, so there is no 7 hour, 9 hours time difference between where you're located in the United States and Italy, because we are right here on the ground and we're available to talk with you.
Okay, I'm so excited that you have chosen to put so much emphasis behind space, because you know the growth in the space programs today are so critical, and quality manufacturers providing good solutions and products in the space industry is so important. And you said it yourself, is that there's no exception for quality, you know, when we're talking about space and space travel. And so I'm very pleased to see how much effort you're putting behind that. And thank you for making yourself available and the Italian community, and telling people about you know, the aerospace manufacturer opportunities that exist. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Now, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you. I'm sorry, very sorry. Can you please tell your name and what your role is? Yeah, right.
I'm Salvatore Grignano. I'm the Marketing and Promotion Officer for the Italian Trade Agency for the space sector. So
yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay, yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate you and the effort that you're putting into it.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Okay,
you as well.
All right, okay. Thanks to everybody for watching the broadcast tonight. We're going to be doing more broadcasts tomorrow during the day. We have a real lineup all day long of exciting vendors and suppliers and manufacturers. And we're going to be bringing to you strategies and tactics to be able to be successful in aviation and aerospace. Thank you and have a great night. Bye.